Hi, I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing with Kyee for her 2-on, 2-off contacts and hopefully give you some insight into working with your dog. So here's how we start. I have a board on the floor. Now I'm using a dog walk plank, but you can use any board on the floor. Yes, Kyee, come here, honey. First, all I want her to do is make contact with the board, and if she does, I'm going to mark it, yes, that's correct. Okay. Always release the dog from the board because that's what you want later on when they're doing their 2-on, 2-off and they're running down the board or running down the A-frame or running down to the contacts. You want them to wait for you to release them. So I'm going to go near the board again. Oh, look at you being a good girl. Okay. And then always again, I tell her to get off the board. Also watch. Kyee gets on the board. I'm going to mark it. Yes, that was good. I'm not really caring what she does, but what's important is I say, oh, and I move. I don't want her moving on my motion. And a lot of people will move first, then release their dog. And what will happen is the dog will move on your motion. So we want her moving on our words. Okay, come here, Kyee. We're going to try something new. So now I've got her going to her board. That's lovely. Now I want her to assume the position that I want for the 2-on, 2-off. At this stage, I'm going to lure her. Good puppy. All I'm doing is luring her and putting her in that spot. I want the 2 front feet off and the 2 back feet on. Good dog, you. Okay. And then I'm going to release her from that spot. Notice I'm not giving her any command or cue. All I'm letting her understand is if she goes to that spot, she's going to get something. Now, Kyee is right now at this stage in our training where she's kind of understanding she has to go to that spot, but you see she's sitting down. I don't want her to sit, so I'm not going to pay a sit. Kyee, stand up, 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 up. Okay, I can't get her to stand, so I'm going to say, okay, I'm not rewarding that, but I'm releasing her off. Come here, Kyee. There's where we're going to get our reward. Good job. Just like I teach a downstay, I teach the 2-on, 2-off with the reward on the ground. I want her always driving with her head down. Okay, there's my good girl. Now we have to be very clear in our criteria. I see 1 foot on, I had 1 foot on and 3 off. That's not what I want, so I'm not going to acknowledge that. Come here, Kyee. Nope, sorry. If she misses, I'm not mad at her, but she doesn't get paid for missing. Again, I'm going to lure her a little bit because she's so hyper excited because we have cookies. Okay. I find it easier to work with a toy, but this particular dog seems to really like her treats. Okay. Nope, sorry. Let's try it again, Kyee. Nope, let's try it again. Nope. She's a little stressed because she's trying to figure out how am I going to get Mom to give me that cookie? Nope. And I'm very clear. She only gets the reward for what I want. But I don't want my dog to be totally stressed and weirded out, so I'm helping her along the way. Okay. Notice I'm not asking her to run the board. She doesn't know how to stop there yet, then I'm just teaching this piece of the behavior first. I want this to be the strongest piece, and then I'll let her run the board. Nope. Let's try again. Nope. Yes. Okay. Good job. And again, I'm not cueing her. I want her to give me the behavior. I'm not telling her what to do. She's figuring out how to get Mom to give her those cookies. Yes. Okay. Going near that board. Nope. Sorry. That was only 1 on. Nope, sorry, try again. Nope, sorry, try again. Yes. Okay. Okay. I made a mistake right there. I went to feed her after I released her because I was kind of proud of her. Yes.